Well, John, obviously Luton on Saturday, but firstly, how's the squad looking after last night?
Yeah, looking okay. We're still assessing Tom and seeing where he is after coming off. I think after about 60 minutes, but it doesn't look too bad. Looks like it's just going to be a bit of tightness or maybe a light strain. But the squad's looking fine. Everybody in this morning, the lads that weren't involved last night, trained and ready for a day off tomorrow, and then going to roll into the weekend.
What's the rest of the squad looking like, particularly Jacob Farrell, Tom McIntyre, Josh Murphy and Cassini Yengi as well?
So Tom McIntyre's been out on the grass today, so really good progress from him. The other three that you mentioned there are still in the physio room, but not too far away. I think all three of them are actually a couple of weeks away. Cass is maybe a bit more touch and go for the weekend, so we're going to assess that on Friday and see where we are with his groin. And actually one really bit of positive news on the injury front today is that Regan trained with the group, modified session, so he did the passing drill, then he came out and did a bit of possession as well, and then went back and did a bit of rehab, but we'll build him gradually into full training over the next couple of weeks. I suspect that in the next 10 days to 2 weeks he'll be in full training with us.
How much of a boost is that for you and for Regan as well, who's been through such a tough journey this past sort of 9 months now?
It's a boost for both, really. We're desperate to have him back. We know how what a good player he is, having played those games at the start of last season. I think 15 league games altogether, and we had a really good record at that time. I think only conceded 10 goals with Regan in the side, so we were really disappointed to lose him in that first round of the FA Cup. It's been a long, hard road to recovery for Regan. He spent a long time in the physio room and he's worked his socks off, so to get back out on the grass I think is a really good first step when you do your ACL injury. He's still been out back on the grass for a couple of months. It takes a bit of time to build up and a bit of time to make sure that you get everything else right before you can go back into full training, and now he's nearly there, so really happy for him.
What is there to expect from Luton?
Well, I think that over the past couple of years since Rob's been in charge, Luton have been nothing short of excellent. Gaining promotion out of the Championship against the odds was a brilliant achievement, and then I think it probably won't go down certainly in Luton's mind or maybe in the wider public's mind as a success, but I thought maybe a bigger achievement was really competing in the Premier League last year, which they did. I thought they were a really good side. They caused some big teams a lot of problems, and they took it down very, very close to the end, and we expect a really, really strong Luton side on Saturday. They're going to bounce back after the defeat on Monday night, and I think they're going to be very, very hungry to get the campaign up and running.
You were obviously pictured there on Monday night watching Luton and Burnley, and despite that defeat, what areas could you pick up on and perhaps are going to be a threat on Saturday?
They're a really strong and athletic side, and they play some good football as well, and most of them have had that Premier League experience now, and I think they are going to be a real test. They've got lots of attacking threat everywhere around the pitch and players that can defend as well, so yeah, I think just overall very, very well coached, good players, good football club that's on the up, and I think it'll be a really good clash.
About halfway through August now, just a half of a month left of the transfer window. How are things looking on that front?
Extremely busy, I would say, so things I think have really picked up in the last week. We're hoping to get maybe not any done before the weekend, but hoping to get a couple done next week and then roll into the last week of the transfer window in a real positive fashion with a couple of bits still to do. So we are working away. Very, very different to where we were this time last year. I thought it was all quiet and we maybe just added one towards the back end of the window, but the whole market has been extremely different this year, and we've been included in that, and it's quite exciting actually because the squad's still developing. We're going to bring fresh players in and see where we are in a couple of weeks.